So after a slow market coming out of this summer, home prices in Mississauga could increase by as much as maybe 5% this fall, according to REMAX Canada's 2024 Fall Housing Report. Experts are predicting average sale prices could go up maybe between 1 to 2% across all housing types. Now, buyer activity in Mississauga has already increased by almost 15% year over year, the report states. Now, just last week, we listed a townhouse in central Mississauga over $1 million, and we had more than 120 people come through our open house. We had to get people to wait outside just to be able to keep up with the number of visitors over a 3-4 hour window at the open house. We sold our client's home in just 4 days, firm, with no conditions, at 99% of the asking price. In this current market right now, we have about 3 to 4 months of supply. We should continue to see some downward pressure on prices, even as the Bank of Canada is lowering interest rates. I don't expect price increases to happen very quickly. It's going to be a gradual shift in the next few months. Typically, we see slightly lower prices in the fall market, and that's just because of a seasonal kind of historical pattern. Larger and more expensive homes are usually listed in the spring market. They're catering to families who want to move in the summertime before a new school year begins. And this might be a bit different this year because we had a really slow summer, and we might expect to see more increase in home prices in Mississauga this fall. And it's because of a number of factors. So lower interest rates, that's one. The Bank of Canada cut the lending rate to 4.25 in early September. Another cut is expected next month in October. If you find value in watching this video, please drop me a comment, subscribe so you'll be alerted to stay informed. Now, in my 15 years of experience in real estate, people look at monthly payments more than just the price of the home. And the monthly payments that they're seeing right now are starting to come down. Inflation is starting to settle, interest cuts a little bit more. These are more favorable conditions for buying a home. Especially now, we're starting to see fixed rates in the mid 4%. So this actually gives a lot of hope. And if we can see 4% or lower in fixed mortgage rates in the next couple of months, that means a lot more people would be able to qualify and it would be easier for them to get a mortgage. Mississauga is currently a balanced market with about 3 to 4 months of inventory. This is expected to continue into this fall market. The report also shows that we could expect to see a shift towards a seller's market maybe in the coming months because of declining interest rates and new Canadians who are interested in the market. So that puts further pressure on available inventory. What I'm seeing in the Mississauga market right now is that most people are looking for homes at or below the $1 million mark. We're seeing that sweet spot of just $1 million and below, where we're seeing a little bit more demand. So that could help bring up more demand and maybe, some upward pressure, let's say on prices for condo or townhouses and even semi-detached. But condo prices may still remain low for a little while. There is a surplus of condo units across the Toronto area. We're seeing condo inventory reach unprecedented levels, and it's driven by, newly registered buildings. Many of them are investor owned, and also an increase in resale condo sales. So the condo market has been really hit big time in the past couple of years. I'm going to do another new video on this, so please stay tuned. Now, for those of you who are seriously looking to buy a home in Mississauga, and I would say now is a really good time. And of course, you should also do your own research and find excellent and experienced financial and real estate professionals that you trust to work with. So even though this report says 1 to 5% potential price increase, across all property types, that seems like a big number. So you don't want to rush into it. And again, keep in mind the 5% figure is just an average, doesn't mean every individual listing is going to increase by that much. Make sure that you do your homework and you're really looking at your budget. There are more listings to choose from in this market, so you do have more choices and options right now as a home buyer. It's also difficult to know when the exact right time to buy a home is. Nobody is ever going to find the bottom of the market. And what I always tell my clients, what I always say, the right time to buy a home is when you're ready financially and emotionally, and that it makes sense for your family and your lifestyle. But here's the thing. We have been in a downward market since they started to hike interest rates in April 2022. That's 2.5 years now. And based on what we're seeing with economic indicators, what economists are telling us to expect more interest cuts to come, then that would suggest overall home prices may increase and on a rising trend from now on. Some people may not agree with that. They may think we're still heading toward a correction or even a crash. But history shows just how resilient the Toronto market is, and real estate goes through cycles. We're definitely coming out of a downward cycle, so we're likely heading upwards from here on. Thank you so much for watching today. Please share your thoughts and comments and questions, and I would love to connect with you. Thank you again.